Now, don't go away, folks. There's something different going on at this convention, and who knows? We might even be in on the making of history. I'm not too sure that my voice or my ears will hold up too much longer, though. Say, there seems to be a lot of women here tonight. Don't think that could account for the noise, do you? Well, let's see if we can get one to the microphone. Here we are, a very pretty lady right behind us. We've got Mrs. Barbara Adams at the microphone now. Tell us, Mrs. Adams, what brings you here? I imagine you may be with your husband and just observing this show, am I right?
Oh, no, I'm not either just observing this show. I'm working in this convention. I've been here all day. I'm the precinct leader in the county's 23rd precinct. Most of the other women here are delegates, too, all of them working diligently alongside their husbands and the other people.
Uh-oh, well, I'm sorry for that one, Mrs. Adams. Are you a housewife or a career woman or what? And what got you active in politics?
Yes, I'm a housewife, and I have 4 children. My husband is a delegate to the convention, too. How did I get involved in politics? Well, for several years, I just didn't. I'd done a lot of work with the PTA and my church group, and that, combined with taking care of a very active family, kept me busy. Too busy, I thought, for anything else. But, you know, my husband and I have been worried about the country for a long time. In fact, we're scared. The communists seem to be winning everywhere around the world. Look at Cuba and the Far East. But that's only part of it. Look at the things right here at home. There's so much crime and corruption and apathy that it's frightening. All of it is just an indication of the godlessness that seems to be rampant throughout the world. You've seen it. You know what I mean, don't you?
Yes, ma'am, I have seen it. But what can you or anyone else do about it? It's just part of life, isn't it?
You ask what we can do about it? Well, for a long time, my husband and I made the same mistake as a lot of other people. We felt there was nothing we could do about it. But we kept wondering how the country was going to be in another 5 or 10 or 20 years. Thought of what could happen, of what seemed to be happening, and finally scared us so much that we knew we had to do something. So I went to my neighbors and friends. We talked it over and found that most of them felt the same way, too. We decided that since politics seems to guide and control so much of the climate in this country, that we'd better get into politics. So we organized, and at a precinct caucus, I was elected precinct leader. And strange as it may seem, still seems strange to a lot of us, here we are. We are doing something now, and so are a whole lot of our neighbors and friends.
Well, of course, it's one thing to get organized in one's precinct or neighborhood, Mrs. Adams, but what can you hope to do at one county convention? What voice do you have? It's still the party machinery that controls things, isn't it?
We're going to see that from now on, our leaders and the party are going to do something about the country's condition, or we're going to get new leaders. We're going to put someone else in office. We're getting new people right now, honest Christian men and women who won't be afraid to act. Look, if a man commits himself publicly to God, if he knows what's morally right from what's morally wrong, and if he tries to live by what is right, well, isn't that the kind of man you want in politics or leading your city or state or national government? Sure it is. We want men who believe in the Bible and the U.S. Constitution. Sure, we know that parts of these are subject to individual interpretation, but that's not what counts. What matters is that what is there is very clear, and a lot of it is black and white. Well, we want people who are not afraid to live by both the Bible and the Constitution. Look around this hall. Most of the delegates here, amateurs like me and my husband, believe much the same way, and our way is winning tonight. Of the 6 county central committee men selected so far, all of them are dedicated to Christian principles, and they've all learned how to be effective in politics. And that goes for 12 of the state convention delegates we've elected. Keep in mind, too, that none of them had any previous political experience. See why everyone is so excited? We're proving that people dedicated to basic American and Christian principles can still be a force in American life. And remember this isn't going on just here at our county convention. It's going on in other states, too. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine